Right, I've been watching Carol Young. And that's making a lot of sense. It really is. Well, it isn't actually Carol Young. It's like watching Christopher Hitchens. He's fucking dead. You're not watching him. You're just watching somebody's opinions about what. That's a false kind of. Right, you should just take it for what it is. But I was watching about the shadow. I'm trying to remember the information in it, but it explains what happened at that group for me. The shadow within yourself. So when people start attacking you, they're attacking the mirror. You're reflecting their weaknesses and their their lack of action, their lack of accomplishment, the person that they should be or should have been. It seems to happen with me quite a lot. I seem to maybe spark this in people. I think that could be the social, the fact that it's been said I don't have a filter. Apparently, I think it could be because I'm blunt or something, and I say things that upset people. So they attack me. So they're not attacking me. They're attacking themselves. It's their shadow. So I'm trying to, I watched it, I'm trying to get my head around it all. We're talking about your shadow, and that's your inner self that's buried deep in your psyche. And so instead of dealing with that, you attack the mirror. So the lady at the group that attacked me was quite a bad example because there was no nuance or there was no restriction, nothing. So it was a full-on attack, and the problem with the group was that they didn't stop it. You know, I had to deal with it myself. So for me to go and say like have her arrested, which I wrote out a report, which is still there and I can still send it, that would be probably not a good idea. So that's me fighting back. So she's attacking her own shadow by attacking me, and it's difficult to pinpoint exactly. So you say, well, what did I do? Well, I can remember I told her that it wasn't a good idea to assess your own health by saying that substances are harmless, and all the substances she took, she said that hadn't damaged her health. I told her that was not appropriate, and she doesn't know. When she got up, she slammed the door and left. So was it that? And she also said that I didn't give her a lift in my car. I don't know. So envy. So a lot of the envy, and then she got this cohort, other individual to join in. So they were constantly trying to undermine me. So it got to the point where the only way to survive in that group was to not say anything. So that's what I started doing. Sat there silent, and I thought, well, what's the point in going? So they got rid of me, these two clowns, right? So they're both fighting their own shadows. They're not fighting me. So I highlight their own inadequacies. And then you could see that in the social hierarchy. They don't really want to confront these things. So instead of confronting, they attack. So there is envy. So there's the social hierarchy in whatever area you live in is where you live. And that is... It's really connected to competence. And all these things are nuanced. I get it. They're not all set in stone. But the reason that you live in a specific place is because of your circumstances. And so if you see somebody if I see somebody that lives at Kings Park, I don't go, oh, let's fight them, let's attack them. So that's what they did to me, because I'm further up the social hierarchy than they are. But they don't have the insight to understand that that's not. So it's the envy and the resentment. So they have their mobility cars and they get money from the government and everything like that, and they go on cruises and holidays. But that's still not quite enough for them. So they really feel ashamed inside of who they are and where they are. So where they are actually does literally mean where you are. And it's an embarrassment. You open your door and somebody's getting arrested by the police or getting, using a knife or something like that. And that actually happens in some of these areas. So I think the social hierarchy. I'm sort of literalising this. I'm also in danger of sounding boastful as well, so I'll try and move it along a bit from that. The problem with people like that is, so I've got to be a decent person and not destroy them, is what I have to do, and that's what I am doing, and that's why I left, and that's why I didn't send a police report. But if they attack me again, it's also consideration. So basically what I do with these two particular individuals is that, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want anything to do with them, so I would not respond to them. But that's just, other people might do it differently, maybe, you know, because at the same time I've also got my own shadow as well that I'm dealing with, my inner failures. And I think really if you're going to go to a group like that, you're sitting there by the doctor, just about every one of us is a failure. I mean, they would fight that if I said that to them, but that's because they don't want to accept the fact that they're a failure. And whereas I can accept it, I am a failure. So that is why I'm less of a failure than they are. So it's all relative. Right, so let's have a look at, I don't know if I really explained that properly. The shadow. I think I'm beginning to understand it. The shadow is your inner self. And so it's happened to me. I think it's happened to me more than people that I know. That I get attacked more. I get so there's typical, I'm in a group and I land up having to leave. Not because of my behaviour, but because of theirs. And that's typical of me, and that's kind of why I do my own thing. And I do manage in the car boot world to survive in that. And there's ways I've learned how to deal with people. And I think I'm fairly well respected there, or well thought of, and relatively well as far as I know. And that's, so there is ways of improving yourself. So I've got to improve myself. As far as the art goes, the art world, do I resent it? Well, I was at an art thing and I didn't really like them. I think they resented me. And I didn't really like what they were doing because there was no imagination to it. And I think art needs to be open. It needs to flourish and it needs to develop. And it needs to... you can't really have that in your shadow, because that's really what it's not about. It's about creating, and I felt they were really restricted. And I think one of the reasons why they were I would say they were fairly rude to me was partly because of my own arrogance, that I thought that I was special or something, or it could be because they know that I have that ability, that they don't even have it, and they're the ones that's the top artists. But that's another thing. Art's a weird thing, right? It's a weird world. And it's not a world that I'm in. I do my own thing, and I'll continue to do my own thing. So let's have a look. There's this really annoying comment came in. So don't over-explain yourself. A few things on the sit-in, right? So yeah, it was like that when I bought it. Now this reminds me. So the Citroen that I've got, the white one, I bought it in London, Slough actually, and it was all bashed. But it was a spec that I wanted, and the price was less than £2,000. That was 5 years ago. And since then, I've spent quite a lot of money on the mechanical side of it, which you would do. The brakes, the suspension, the electric handbrake. It's just what else? You're fucking saying the same thing twice. Just fucking have all the mechanical stuff has been done. I can't actually remember it all. It's quite a bit. It's been timing belt, oil services. You know, it's a nice car, new battery, solved battery problems that I had with it, and that solved a lot of the issues with it. And most of them have been on. There isn't really any issues with it anymore. The EGR valves problem's gone away. It's a nice car. It's a great car. The bodywork all the while is still rough. So it's quite a lot of money to get a bodywork fixed, you know. So I fixed the roof, you know that if you watch the videos. So what I started here was over-explaining it. You don't over-explain to somebody. So has this guy triggered shame in me that perhaps it's my driving? Now this reminds me of my pal Alan. Alan F. His name F. It's a tractor. I'm not saying because for his own privacy. He's named after a tractor. And he did the same with my car, that white car. I bought that 5 years ago. The car boot says it's all bashed. Now he went and bought a van that wasn't bashed, and it was a total pile of shite. The engine was fucked. Everything was fucked about it. He couldn't start it. He couldn't get in it. He couldn't get out of it. It was a terrible van. And I've seen in him this sort of OCD look about. I know he's got this OCD thing, and you know, so sometimes nuance, and sometimes if you're a bit of a trader, so you know, eventually I might fix my car, but I'm doing other things at the moment. Right, never mind that. Who cares? Don't over-explain yourself. Is what the point of this is, right? So this comment came in. It's quite a weird one. This one, Andrew Beattie. Pissed again and talking shite, but at least you aren't driving pissed and talking shite. So that video there, I was driving at that day actually. I think, how do you really...
What you've noticed just now, Sunday, is a different type of customer here in Lidl. The Lidl I was in St Ninians the other day, and there's such ignorant fuckers going about. And
right, so that's obviously a character. I play characters. So I think sometimes, I think people think that's actually me, but it is me. But it is me, right? The characters are me, yeah. So I think that is an inappropriate comment, right? Because I don't want people thinking that I'm pissed. I don't want people phoning up police when they see me in my car, right? So that's why that, Andrew, is not an appropriate comment, Andrew Beattie, and I don't know why you would say that. Not only is it not true, it's quite a narcissistic comment to make. Some people say, well, why do you care? Well, because it's damaging. It's damaging my reputation. It's saying that I'm pissed all the time. You know, I do enjoy alcohol, and this is the thing about when you do drink alcohol, you get twats like this coming up saying things like this. I mean, I don't drink much. I'm going to the pub later today. And generally go out. See that why I'm over explaining here. I go out every couple of weeks, and it's in a safe environment. Obviously, I don't take my car, so that is not a good comment. I don't think that's appropriate at all to say that. Talking shite, yeah. So there's the inference that I drink and drive, Andrew Beattie. I don't know why you would say that. Why? 3 years ago, another Scotland sing along. It's not even the right fucking way around. What kind of a fucking numpty is this? 13 views. So the only video he's put on is not even round the right way. Who is this fucking fanny? I think I've found him. It's a bit of a pity because he's on the same page as me with things. What's Alexander Dennis? Well, his job's not going to be fucking much. You know, it's going to be fucked, innit? Andrew Beattie. He's a football guy. Football. Right. Okay, never mind. Well, I think that's unfortunate that you take that attitude. I don't like it. So, because you're insinuating that I drink and drive, and that's a danger to my... It's not only a danger to my reputation. I mean, obviously, if you didn't drink and drive, you wouldn't worry. But if I did drink and drive, you're endangering my licence, aren't you, you fucking clown? Right. Oh, fuck it. Hide user from the channel. And this one here, I'm invested in what the Scotsman was saying. Invested in... That's like... So I'm a Scotsman. I would never send that. Oh, I'm listening to what the Englishman's saying. That's sort of that's like judging me not on who I am, but where I come from. Fuck it. Hide user from the channel. Fuck off. Right. All the rest of them I can cope with. As far as I know. Somebody says I seem a bit miserable. Hope you get a lumber, mate. Well, let's hope you get a shag. That's inappropriate, but well. This man should start walking. Right, okay. Fuck it, right. Right, we're going to go now. Right, so the mini painting is ready to go. And it's paid for the postage. So I'll have to do that. move on and move up and start another one. I think it is a failing, yeah. It's a failing. Right, so from the shadow, goodbye. Thanks for watching.